This is Cobra Wars once again with a new toy review. This time I'm doing the My Little Pony line from Funko of their vinyl collector ponies. I am a brony, love My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Been into it since it came onto the air, and I got turned on to it from a friend. I have bought a couple of the other ponies before that had the hair, and they just weren't my thing, so I have like two that, while enjoyable, just weren't my thing. The Funko got the rights, and they're putting out show-accurate ponies, and they're a vinyl collectible for the bronies, basically, for people like me. They're doing two at a time. They're doing one of the main six and one of the fans' choice, or fan favorites, as they call it. So the very first two that they did were Rainbow Dash and Derpy. She has been known now as Bubbles because of the controversy that surrounded her and the name Derpy, and a fallout from an argument between what does Derpy mean. However, Rainbow Dash on the box, like you can see right here, very clearly says Rainbow Dash. Bubbles, Derpy, however you want to call her, has I heart and her face. There is no name on her package until you flip her up, and on the very bottom, probably can't read it, but the barcode says Derpy. They're sold at Hot Topic, mainly, is where these two figures can be found. I got them off of the Amazon website. Got them with the Christmas gift cards that I got. Very excited to get them. So the first toy that I'm going to review is going to actually be Derpy. She's one of my favorite characters. She became a fan favorite character, and in the mythos that the fans have created around the show, there's a character in their name that has an hourglass on his flank. It's a boy pony. And they've dubbed him Dr. Hooves. Derpy has unofficially become his companion. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing of her. Take her out of the box, and then we'll talk about the box and the packaging. She comes in this little clamshell, little thing that has, it holds her so she doesn't move around. The box is pretty plain and basic. It's black. It has a picture of her in the corner with her hair, with her main color and her eyes. It has the I Heart Derpy. Top of the box has the colors that she appears in the show. Back of the box. I mean, the box is very, very plain, but it's a nice box. I mean, if you want to keep them in the box, the window gives a good view. It's a good little package for these figures. And then we have the figure itself. I'm trying to get a good view of her eyes. That's why she's called Derpy. Eyes are kind of messed up. So you got the Derpy view from the front when you look at her like that, which is cool. You turn her to the side, her eye looks normal. Turn her to the other side, it looks normal. It's when you look at her face on, you get the derp effect. She is a Pegasus. So she has her wings. They have one more feather than they do in the show, which isn't a big deal. They are stuck on there. They were glued on. They're not part of the mold. So that's their attachments that were put onto her after she was, molded in the main body. Same with the hair and the tail. The tail has two pieces. It has the main tail, and then it has this little extra add-on over here. The hair was two pieces, the main piece and the back piece. So, I mean, it looks like what they did is they sculpted the main body of the pony, because the main body of the pony can be the same for all the ponies, and then they just changed the tail and the hair to fit the pony that they needed, which is fine, because that's going to save some money for them, and a pony looks like a pony is a pony. overall, I'm very satisfied with this figure. Her eye color, I know for a lot of you that's going to be a big deal. It's more of an orangish and not really the yellow amber color that it is in the show. And because it is a figure, the eyes aren't as close together as they are in the show, so you do have the derp effect, but it's a little less noticeable. For me, not a big turnoff. I know who she is. I like how she came out. I like her. The paint app. A lot of people that have talked about this figure have said that they have problems with their paint app. Their paint's splotchy. They have glue shards hanging off of her. Mine didn't come that way. There's a couple little abnormalities. I don't know how well my camera's picking it up. Like right there on her. But it's not the paint. It's the mold. It's because they are a vinyl figure. When the vinyl's poured in there to make the figure and dries, the mold, if it has any abnormalities on it, it's going to have it. And so, mine picked a couple up, which is fine. Her cutie mark is Bubbles. It's right there. Don't know how well it's picking up. It looks like it's picking up fairly well. My problem is with this is the other problem I have, is that it's so far back on her flank. It should be up a little further on her flank. The other problem is they have a display side. Like, they have a side that they're supposed to be displayed on so you can see the cutie mark, because if you flip her around, she doesn't have a cutie mark on that side. So that's a little disappointing that they didn't put the cutie mark on both sides. But at the same time, I can understand why they didn't. It would have been nice if they had, and I hope maybe later lines that they decide to do that, or the next wave of ponies that they decide to do that. So here she is. She's $14.50, which isn't a bad price for a figure like this. It's actually a fairly decent price for this kind of figure, because she is show accurate. Her mane is like it is in the show. Her tail's like it is in the show. And it's Derpy. The only other Derpy figure that's out is the San Diego Comic-Con from a year ago. And she's going for $100 plus. And she doesn't have a show-accurate mane or tail. She's the brushable. So even though she's Derpy, she's that brushable Derpy. So, I mean, if you're into the brushables, great. If you're not, it's not worth it. I don't think. I'm not going to get her. Why, when I have this perfectly fine Derpy right here? There is no articulation because it is a vinyl figure, which is fine. That doesn't bother me at all. So that's my review of Derpy. I would suggest, if you are a My Little Pony fan, if you're a Brony, a Pegasister, pick her up. She's a great little figure. She comes in this great little box that displays her just fine if you want to keep her in the box. If you want to take her out, display her for a while, you can. You can put her in and out of the box, no problem. There's no tape on the box. The box isn't hard to open. It's a great package. So yeah, like I said, Derpy, I'd give her easily a 9 out of 10. And highly recommend you pick her up. This was Cobra Wars, and thanks for watching.